Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, just before I begin your reading, I just want to announce that I am currently accepting private reading requests. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please send your request to the email address in the description box below this video. Okay, so let's get back to your reading. So I feel, Sag, that you are waiting on someone. I feel like you're waiting for them to make up their mind. I feel like you may have been waiting for some time. You're waiting for, maybe you're waiting for a reunion or waiting to have this private conversation with this person about the relationship. It is about a decision. It is about a decision. You may want to, or maybe you're waiting for an invite of some kind to talk about this relationship. Okay. You're waiting on this. We have on these cards the alchemist and the sleeper. Both have arrived in the reverse. So let's begin with the alchemist in the reverse. So here in this position, the alchemist genius really is uncontrolled, which throws them into an unbalanced situation of stress and anxiety. So too much has been abandoned in the search for a fresh start, is what it's saying. But what it advises is, rather than burn every bridge that you have, reassess and accept the middle ground. This is for this person that you're waiting to hear. This is advice for them. Hopefully, they are watching. Because I know that as much as you are waiting for them to come, they do want to come. The alchemist in the reverse says that they must be willing to make concessions and be willing to compromise. This is something that they have not been willing to do, and it is what is causing delays, let's say. The sleeper in reverse indicates possibly that this person is unwilling to accept the consequences of their past actions, whether caused directly by them or enacted upon them, okay? And so the sleeper in reverse reminds this person that these events are in the past and only they are responsible for how they restore the balance. So it's up to them to restore the balance, okay, for what has happened here. And I feel like you feel that way too. It's up to them. And it's like you're waiting for them to make up their mind to make this decision about this relationship, okay? I see they are right beneath. I feel like I'm looking at him. I'm going to go back to him because they're bringing me back to him. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the main male figure, and so this person, well, they could be very open, or they could be the complete opposite and be very closed. So I feel like in the past that they were very closed and very closed-minded too, and unwilling to compromise, unwilling to make any concessions. But now this could be a decision to open up, to do the complete opposite now and open up and be willing to make concessions, be willing to compromise when it comes to this relationship. I see also that you will be receiving a gift. You do have the Great Fortune card here when it comes to commitments. Look at that right underneath it. Now, the Great Fortune card indicates like there's going to be like a huge change in luck, but how long it sticks around is again is it's going to be up to you guys. Okay. I feel like somebody needs to wake up with the sleeper being in the reverse. It's like they're sleeping. It's like there's something they're not seeing. I feel like that is how it has been. I feel like, see, we have the letter on top of this, and you can see she's clearly looking to the past, and she's waiting for this news. She's waiting for this news from this person, waiting for them to make up their mind about this connection, and whether or not they're willing to compromise or willing to make concessions, or whether or not they want to fight for this relationship, whether or not they can leave the past in the past, whether or not they have learned from their past actions, because that is going to be very important to this moving forward. This person has a victim's mindset, and we see it down here in the Eight of Swords. They have been carrying an old wound, and that old wound, and we see it up here, its appearance up here, has been influencing their emotions and their decisions, their view of things also. It can make their view of things very cloudy and cause them a lot of worry. Things may not appear as they really are in this energy here, because this is an old wound that is still bleeding. It's changing their view of things, okay? Yeah. And so I feel like you're waiting for a certain period to end so that you could start anew with this person. I feel like they're very hot-tempered. Here you see there was an ending, and it ended because of this. It ended because of that behavior, that Knight of Swords behavior, where they came charging in. They weren't willing to listen, weren't willing to compromise. And so this card says that, well, you can bring this back from the brink of death where it lies, but you must learn from lessons. You must have learned from the past in order to do this, in order to proceed, you see, with the Chariot on top of it. So I feel like they want this new beginning also, but are they ready for it? Internally, are they ready? Okay, so internally, it requires some work. Okay, we saw that in the alchemist here in reverse and the sleeper. Okay, both of these cards, unwilling to accept the consequences of past actions, whether they were directly caused by them or enacted upon them. Unwilling maybe to leave the past in the past. It's like the past is haunting them. Okay. Sorry about that. To pause the video, I have an angry bird downstairs. He's not happy. And so I'll just pause for a minute till he quiets down. Sorry again. And so you could be, because this is you looking, where are you looking? You're looking over at these cards here. So you could be looking for a sign with the world of truth here, which is the star, looking for sign, hope that this person will come and extend their hand to you to try to save the relationship, to try to take it out of the troubled waters where I feel like they've left it, to change or try to transform this situation, to try to move it to out of troubled waters to calmer shores. That's what these both of these cards are saying. So your person has trust issues. It is because of this past wound that we see here, up here, and we see it, the influence it's having on them over here, being afraid to reach out to you, okay, as much as they want to because their head is hurt, their head is bandaged, their heart is bandaged. Um, Looking at every little detail and imagining the worst, you know. That's what this is here. This is this Three of Swords hasn't happened, but they believe that it could possibly happen. Okay, if they try again, or if they communicate with you, reach out to you. But that's this broken heart that's talking. It's this old wound that's talking. So I feel like they want to go back. This is a card of going back. This Six of Swords goes directly into the past. And it is in somewhat choppy waters. This is going back to face these ghosts of the past, okay? This is what they're looking at the details of doing. Going back, facing these ghosts of the past. Trying to and wanting to solve a mystery here. This is going back to solve a mystery. Afraid that they're going to get their heart broken, though. You know, the wound is leading that way, and this is just not good. This needs to be taken care of here. This is what's responsible for the delays, what is responsible for all of these trust issues. You see, there they are here. They're lying there thinking about a new beginning, thinking about an opportunity, but well, I don't really trust this person. They have wounded me before. And yes, maybe they have wounded this person, but that's not where this wound came from. This person may feel wounded by the other person because maybe they didn't get what they wanted from that relationship. But if this is who they feel has wounded them, then you need to know that the real wound goes much, much deeper than you. This is something that's happened to them a long time ago because those swords fell out a long time ago. This is talking about an old wound, okay? And it is really the culprit here is that it's the old wound they never took care of, that they've been in denial about, not wanting to go back and look at it. But now is the time for them to face this or these old ghosts. You know, here they are lying here thinking about a new opportunity but not doing anything about it, okay, because they're too afraid. Well, there's a need here to let go of whatever is holding them back, holding them down. In order to let go of it, they must turn around and face it. Okay, they need to face it if they ever want to release it, if they ever want to release themselves and be free of it, you know. And so there you go, right? Look at that. The Nine of Cups. This is talking about a deeper emotional issue that's behind the choices that this person is making. Okay, and getting the courage to look at it. You know, that's their challenge. Their challenge is to see the bigger picture here. To see the bigger picture. Okay. And to accept the consequences of past actions. So the consequence of where they are now is being brought on because of something that they've been avoiding to do. So they've been avoiding to do it, and now it has really affected their life, their choices, their love life, and others, you. It has affected you because now you are without somebody you love because they refuse to look at this old wound, you know. So it has a huge, huge influence on this situation if they had but the courage to go and look at it, to face it. And I think that that now there's a realization that this must be done. It's been a long, long journey we see here, but now what we see is that they have reached the top of the hill here, or they soon will in the future, and from there they get a view. Okay, now the bigger view of what's going on. Now, what we see is the same message in this Seven of Shields in this deck. It's like, it looks like a tower. They're up there, but they can see the lay of the land from up there. So they get to see the bigger picture. It's the same thing, same message here. Okay, and this person will do anything to get you back, and that means, okay, that means, because they want to talk to you, and what that means is facing these ghosts. They're willing to do anything at this point here to get you back, and that means facing their ghosts of the past, something that they've been terrified of doing. So this is a huge thing. Okay, this is huge, a huge step forward. Okay, and you are going to see this person. You're going to see them again. You're going to hear from them again. And there is going to be talk about a new beginning. Let's see what's under this card. I always like to look what's under. Yeah, see, they've been holding back on this communication. Oh, look at that. So they've been holding back, okay, on communicating with you about this new beginning. They've been holding back this invitation that they greatly desire to start over from scratch. That's what they want to do, start over from scratch. But when they start thinking about it, they imagine the worst. It's like the worst possible thing that could happen. And then so they become afraid, and they hold on to all of their ideas and their plans, and they just hold them close to them, but they don't enact on them, you know? And that's exactly what they need to do. But in order for them to do that, they are going to have to face those ghosts of the past. That is going to be their challenge, okay? That's what will set them free. Oh my God, look who's behind them. Death, and that's exactly what I was talking about. So death, this is about facing the ghosts from the past. Turn around, and face that creature there, okay? The one that's haunting you. So this is like their wake-up call, frankly. This is what it is. There you go, the sleeper in reverse, waking up. So I feel like they're going to get a wake-up call here, that this is it. This is the time. They've been avoiding it for a long time, maybe years, to go look at this. Now's the time. Okay, it's time. And you are going to get that communication that you're waiting for. You're going to get that communication. They are going to make up their mind to communicate with you and have that talk about the relationship. Finally. This is, oh, look at that. Oh my God. So this is a card of somebody who is suddenly becomes generous. So they suddenly like open up. They will give you something that you want. And what you want is this news. So you're going to receive something from this person. This is somebody who wants another chance, who wants to try to win you back. All right. And look what we have here. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. And this is where they've been. This is where they've been sitting in this Five of Swords energy. But it's something, that Five of Swords energy, that they did. They went to the extreme on something. Why did they go to the extreme on something? Because of this. Okay, because of this. And maybe they've been pointing a finger at you, but no. They need to point it at themselves, because they need to accept the consequence of the action of not looking at this, because this just creates other wounds. That's all it does. And so that's why they have all of these doubts and concerns. That it all comes from that. It all stems from that. So they're being required to face down these ghosts of the past, release themselves from that Four of Coins energy, step into the Wheel of Fortune blind. They don't know what's going to happen. They're required to step into this blind. See how she's blindfolded? And have faith that the divine will show them the next step to take. So that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.